Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. Yes, I'm wearing a Christmas jumper, and yes, it's 14 days to Christmas. Don't know about the turtleneck, a bit 2005, but hey-ho, only Christmas jumper that I have had that still fits me. I think I'm putting a bit too much pudding on too early, to be honest. But today, we are going to be going through these gas-assisted wall mounts for some monitors or TVs. They're from Invision, and you may be asking, well, you've already got 3 monitors behind you, what do you need 3 new monitor mounts for? And the simple answer, guys, is the fact that the ones that are currently on holding these monitors up at the minute, they do the job, but they are less than sufficient, okay? So if you just want your 3 monitors on the wall, you never want to move them, and I mean never want to move them, they will be absolutely fine, okay? Absolutely fine. The issue that you're going to run into here is the minute that you want to start changing out any cables, the minute you want to do any fine adjustments, or the minute that you want to sort that cable management out or anything like that, it becomes an absolute nightmare. Okay, so the 3 that you can see behind me, they were fairly cheap. I think they were £12 or £13, and don't get me wrong, they do the job. Okay, so if it's a case of you're putting your monitor on the wall, you're never going to move it, they're absolutely fine. No issues, no problems. Okay. The issue for me is when I'm constantly changing cables, testing new HDMI and DP display port cables and things like that, or I'm constantly plugging in and taking out new hardware, it becomes an absolute nightmare, okay? A joke, to be quite frank with you. So I took it on myself to say, do you know what? Let's eradicate the issue. Let's go out, let's have a look what's on the marketplace, and let's see what else is out there. Okay, I wanted something a little bit more versatile, something with horizontal and vertical movement, something where I could have fine adjustment, okay, because one thing that you will notice with these 3 monitors here, when I first put them up, they were perfect, and I mean perfect. Since I did all the cable management and I started strapping cables to the actual, shall we say, the mounts themselves, I don't know whether they've dropped a little bit, I don't know whether they've moved with me pulling them here and there, but they've gone out of alignment, and no matter what I do, I cannot get them to line up. And if you're like me and you've got 2 or 3 monitors, basically it will drive you nuts if you cannot get them to line up. The Asus PG27 monitors behind me, QR monitors behind me, they've got fairly small bezels, so they're perfect for double or triple monitor setups. The problem you've got is when they don't line up, you just want to go, ah! So I bought 3. Okay, I'll leave a link in the description below from Amazon, so readily available. They came next day as well, so absolutely perfect. They're called Invision MX250 monitor or TV wall mounts. They support 17 to 27 inch monitors as well, and they've got an all diverse range of, should we say, flexibility in however you want to mount them, whether you're putting them into solid walls, whether it's concrete, whether it's stud work, however you want to do it, it comes with all the fixings as well. Okay, so it says on here that it can support up to 7 kilos, which is absolutely ample for what we're looking for. 17 to 27 inches. It allows a tilt mechanism of plus 35 to minus 50 degrees. You can swivel it 108 degrees, and it's easy mounting as well. Okay, so I'm quite excited to actually use these. A couple of other things, it's got integrated cable management as well, and in terms of VESA mountability, it's 75 by 75 and 100 by 100 as well, so it will fit 99% of all monitors as well. Okay, but please do your homework. If you've got a specific model of monitor, make sure that you're looking at the specifications before you go out and purchase, because there's nothing worse of buying a mount and then your monitor not being compatible with that mount. Okay, so do your research, do your homework first, make a good decision, and then obviously you'll be much happier. Okay, so all we're going to do, guys, is obviously they are still in these boxes here, so I haven't took them out, I haven't undone them or anything like that. I just want to have a look how they're actually packaged, show you what's inside the box, and then we'll do a bit of a montage. We'll whip these 3 monitors off at the back of here. I'll time lapse it because it'll be quite boring, and then once I've installed them, we'll have a look at number 1, are they fit for purpose? Number 2, value for money, and number 3, how well do they actually work? All right, so let's get into this box. If I can get into it, here we go. Right. Okay, so we've got an instruction manual. Okay, just a bit of a warning of not to push down too hard because it may cause injury with regards to the gas spring. It might fling back up and hit you in the hand, so just be aware of that. Quite an in-depth multi-language instruction manual as well. We'll have a look at that. Don't think we'll need it, but hey ho. Some gel, keeping everything fresh. We've got a whole array of fixings. Nice to see that it also comes with all the fixings that's required in different walls that you're going to be installing them, so that's good. Let's have a look at this itself. Get that out of here. Move this. So, that's pretty cool. It actually comes, guys, I don't know whether you can see this, but I doubt that you will be able to see it. I might be able to show you, but it actually comes with, just here, an actual small spirit level. So that's pretty cool. You can obviously line it up on the wall, and you're not looking for, obviously, it absolutely perfect. You can actually use the mount itself, and it's kind of self-leveling, which is pretty cool. Let's have a look at this. Pretty easy to move. Obviously the end only goes horizontal, and then you've got the visor itself, which is 360 as well. I'm guessing that these can all be adjusted with the included fixings, screwdrivers and whatnot that's already in there. Little cable management clip, which is here, which is nice. That can feed all the way down here into the other one as well, and then it ends with one at the very bottom, which is nice. So, oh, God almighty, that's tight. It says don't do this because you might spring back and hit yourself. Oh, that's definitely going to be able to hold that 7 kilos. By Lord, that is heavy. So that's what it looks like, guys, in total. And I'm guessing, obviously, we can change the height of, yeah, we can. So just by pressing down on this, we're going to be able to change, I would suggest, around 30 to 40 centimeters in height. It has got a torsion or a tension screw here, which can tighten this. Likewise for the head as well. And the way that we're fixing it is through these 2 main bolts here. And we just want to make sure that you're using the correct fixings depending on whether you put it into stud, into drywalls, into concrete, whatnot. It comes with all the relevant fixings there. So, feels really sturdy. And I'm talking, yes, this bit here is plastic, but it's got a metal back plate. This is fully metal, which actually quite hurts to do that. The end bit is plastic, but the centre is all metal, which is really reassuring. And it's actually got quite a nice finish to it as well. Easy to say, I'm guessing it will scratch quite easily. It's got a nice little Invision logo on both sides. But overall, really pleased with that, to be fair. Not mega heavy, I would say probably a kilo. Yeah, probably a kilo. But it looks really nice. It looks solid, in all honesty. I don't think that's going to cause any longevity issues. I think it's going to be built to last. As I said, I like the fact that it's got a built-in little spirit level. It's got some nice little covers for the way the screw goes as well. I don't know how well that's picking that up, but yeah, overall, first impressions, really good. So obviously we've got 3 monitors, so we bought 3 of the mounts themselves. It's quite self-explanatory. We're just going to remove the ones off the wall. Hopefully we may even be able to utilise the same screws that's already in the wall at this moment in time, and especially the positions as well. So just make sure that you are lining them up correctly. You're obviously fitting it correctly as well, and I'm sure there'll be no issues whatsoever. So overall, really pleased. Enough of me yabbering. We'll whip these off the wall, we'll crack on, and we'll talk more once they're all up. So as you can see here guys, 3 monitors comes with a shed load of cables. It's a joke, but obviously they weren't there beforehand until I started moving everything around. So just make sure you're investing in some really good cable tidiers or trunking or something like that, and this whole mess that you see behind me here can soon disappear. So there we are guys, absolutely buzzing with that. I'm absolutely flabbergasted with regards to these. 1000% better than the previous brackets that we had. These ones here. So as we said before, we know that you get what you pay for, but it was held on by 2 screws. Same Vaser bracket, no issues there. It does offer some degree of maneuverability, but the mechanism itself is, as well, like I said, you get what you pay for. You can hear that noise. That's the movement before the actual mechanism moves. So you can move it horizontally. The bracket itself moves from this direction here. It also moves here, and it does have another movement here, but it's not the best. Not the best. As I said before, if you're looking to put them on the wall, a cheap budget option that's not going to cost you loads of money, and they're never going to be moved, you just keep your monitor exactly where it is, then this is a viable option. Okay, I've used it for the last 6-8 weeks, something like that, and it's been all right. Okay, it's been all right. It's just the fact that when I'm constantly moving monitors, unplugging different cables, trying out new hardware, it's an absolute ball ache. And I don't know whether it's just me and I'm being OTT, but when the monitors don't line up and you can clearly see that they don't line up, then it triggers something in my head and it goes, right, okay, I need to get them up. And I spend more time with black sticky tape and spirit levels. I don't know where I've put it, but here we are with this little bugger here, actually trying to get the monitors to line up so it doesn't look an eyesore, it does my absolute head in. So, I know I've gone off on a bit of a tangent there, but in a nutshell, budget option does the job, absolutely fine, as long as you don't want to move it. This baby, the Invision ergonomic gas assisted monitor wall mount for 17-inch to 27-inch monitors, 3 times the cost of this, £12, £37 for this one, okay? 37 UK pounds. So yes, it is more expensive, but I can tell you now, the mechanisms are silky smooth. The flexibility that you've got in terms of maneuvering it wherever you want it, absolutely perfect. I'm sure you would have seen on installation, I was moving the monitors here, there and everywhere. The horizontal the vertical movement is perfect. It gives you around 30 to 40 centimeters different maneuverability. And you can swizzle it left, right, up, down, tilt it. You can do whatever you want with it. Okay. In my eyes, it's a far superior product than this one here. Okay. So would I recommend this? Absolutely. You can see just behind me. It took me less than an hour to mount all 3 screens. There is some fine adjustments that I need to do and some fine tuning, which obviously I'll get the Allen key out, and once I've put all the cables behind and I've done all the cable management, we will fine tune it then, and then we'll lock those positions in place with regards to the locking nuts that are on the brackets and on the wall mounts themselves. But I can't tell you how pleased I am with regards to this product. I can't tell you. The only one thing that I would say, okay, is the thing that I may have encountered a problem with was with the depth of the shelf up there. Is around 36 centimeters, and I thought I was going to encounter an issue at one time, but I pre-mounted the monitors onto the Vaser bracket and then installed it, and that may be the better way to go, to be honest, because as you saw, it wasn't that much of a big deal. Just be aware though, they don't have 50-60 centimeters worth of depth that you can obviously adjust them and bring them out to. I think it's in the instructions somewhere, but you can see it. I think that one there is, and the other one's about 35 to 36 centimeters away from the back of the wall. Okay, so just be wary of that. But I'm absolutely astounded with regards to how easy that was, how much more flexibility I've got in terms of being able to maneuver the monitors out the way so easy, get a little bit more headroom at the bottom, so when I want to put things in and take things out, it's going to be so much easier. So in my eyes, so far, just after installation, absolutely perfect, absolutely brilliant. So the question is, guys, would I recommend it? And the answer is absolutely. No problems at all recommending this product. For me, 5 out of 5 stars for installation, and obviously the flexibility with regards to maneuvering the monitors is absolutely seamless as well. So if you're looking for a wall mounted option, this is absolutely it. Okay, so it is £37, so just be wary of obviously the budget, but in my eyes you get what you pay for, and I'm very, very pleased that I made this choice. So, what's in store next? Well, I am absolutely delighted because what we're going to do next is we're going to actually give you a preview of what's installed back here. We've obviously done the PC build, we've done the desk, we've done obviously everything else, and what I want to do is bring it all together and obviously showcase it all together. So we've got the lighting, we've got the desk, we've got the monitor, triple monitor setup, we've done obviously the PC build, but I just want to do a bit of a room tour and show where we're at 3 months on. So if you've not already subscribed, think about subscribing to the channel, because we've had a number of individuals which have actually subscribed to the channel over the last couple of weeks, and it's been astonishing, guys. So I really appreciate not only your time watching the video, the comment section which keeps me up, and I absolutely buzz off replying to your comments. So if you've got any questions, leave them downstairs in the comment section. And like I said, stay tuned, because we've got some really exciting stuff coming up. So appreciate your time, and I'll see you next week, a week before Christmas. Merry Christmas to everyone, and take care. Peace.